In the picturesque suburbs of Middle America, where white picket fences frame the perfect picture of newlywed bliss, the facade of happiness can sometimes hide the deepest secrets. Meet Tom and Lisa, a couple whose love story seemed like a fairy tale. From their wedding day, where they vowed eternal love, to the charming home they shared, everything appeared flawless. But beneath this veneer of perfection, a dark truth lay waiting to be uncovered. Tom, a devoted husband, believed he had found his soulmate in Lisa. Together, they embodied youthful romance and promising futures. But little did he know that his world was about to be turned upside down. One fateful evening, as Tom sifted through the mail, he stumbled upon an envelope that would change everything. Inside, he found undeniable evidence of Lisa's infidelity. Affairs with not one but 3 different men. The shock was as profound as the betrayal was deep, and Tom's heart shattered under the weight of this newfound reality. This revelation marked the beginning of an unraveling, a descent from the idyllic to the tragic. The once bright and hopeful future now lay in tatters as Tom grappled with emotions he never imagined he would face. Confusion, hurt, anger, all swirling within him, threatening to consume his very being. As we delve into this true crime story, we will explore the complexities of human emotions and relationships. We will peel back the layers of what appeared to be a perfect marriage to reveal the cracks that led to such a devastating outcome. What drives someone to take such drastic measures? How do secrets and lies corrode the bonds we hold dear? Stay with us as we navigate this chilling tale of betrayal and its tragic consequences. In our next segment, we will uncover more about Lisa's secret life and how her actions set the stage for an inevitable confrontation. Behind closed doors, secrets fester. In this quiet suburban neighborhood, life appears idyllic, yet, beneath the surface, hidden passions simmer. The wife, elusive and enchanting, weaves a tangled web of deceit with 3 different men. Unbeknownst to her, her husband is beginning to sense the fracture lines in their seemingly perfect world. His suspicions start as a whisper, a gnawing unease that grows louder with each passing day. He notices the late-night phone calls, the unexplained absences, the sudden shift in her demeanor. It's as if a shadow has fallen over their once bright and promising future. As he delves deeper into this labyrinth of infidelity, his emotions become a turbulent storm. Confusion gives way to anger, and anger to despair. The trust that formed the foundation of their marriage crumbles under the weight of unspoken truths. In his heart, a quiet ridge begins to build, threatening to consume him. In their community, whispers of suspicion begin to circulate. Neighbors exchange furtive glances, piecing together fragments of gossip and observation. The setting is one of cozy familiarity, yet it becomes a stage for unfolding drama. The couple's home, once a sanctuary, now feels like a prison of secrets. This is the hidden world of infidelity and its emotional toll. A world where lies coil around relationships like a creeping vine, suffocating the life out of them. The husband's world teeters on the brink of collapse. These secrets and lies form the crucible of conflict, setting the stage for what is yet to come. The husband finds himself standing at a crossroads, his soul tormented by betrayal and heartbreak. As we delve further into this true crime story, we invite you to explore the psychological intricacies. Stay with us as we unravel the layers of mystery behind this tragic tale. Next, we move to the confrontation, where emotions run high. Join us as we continue this gripping journey into the depths of human emotion and consequence. As the door closes behind them, tension fills the room. The air is thick with unspoken words and mounting suspicion. It's here, in this intimate setting, that the confrontation between husband and wife reaches a fever pitch. His voice trembles, not just with anger, but with the pain of betrayal. He's a man unraveling, his world dismantled by the weight of infidelity. Each word exchanged cuts deeper, leaving wounds invisible to the eye but felt deeply within. She stands before him, her face a mask of conflicting emotions, guilt, fear, defiance. Their eyes lock, a silent battle of wills. The truth hangs heavily between them like a storm ready to break. And break it does, as accusations fly and defenses crumble. This is the breaking point, where emotions that have simmered for too long finally erupt. The husband's mind races, caught between the love that once was and the betrayal that now defines them. His heart pounds in his chest, each beat a reminder of the life that could have been. In this moment, reason is lost amidst a torrent of emotions: rage, despair, humiliation. Desperation fuels his actions as he grapples with the unthinkable. The walls seem to close in, trapping him in a reality he cannot escape. And then, the unspoken becomes inevitable, a tragic decision made in a moment of emotional turmoil. This confrontation marks the point of no return, where choices lead to consequences that cannot be undone. The room falls silent, but the echoes of their exchange linger, a haunting reminder of love turned to tragedy. As we pause at this critical juncture, we are left to ponder the weight of such irreversible actions. What drives a person to this edge? How does one man's breaking point become another's heartbreak? This chilling moment sets the stage for what follows, the stark reality of crime's aftermath and the unraveling of motives that led here. As we transition to the next chapter in this true crime story, we delve deeper into the consequences that stem from this nightmarish climax. In the quiet aftermath of tragedy, the crime scene is both a place of horror and revelation. The room tells its own story. Stark, undeniable, a chilling tableau of the events that unfolded. Broken glass, a toppled chair, and the scent of violence hang in the air, each element whispering secrets to those who dare to listen. Investigators arrive, their presence a solemn reminder of duty amid devastation. They move with practiced precision, cataloging every detail, every piece of evidence that might illuminate the darkness of that fateful night. The police reports paint a grim picture. An ordinary evening shattered by betrayal and fury, leaving behind only echoes of a once happy union. Interviews with neighbors reveal a community stunned into silence, grappling with the sudden loss and the sinister truth that had lain hidden beneath a veneer of normalcy. As detectives pore over the scene, piecing together the fractured narrative, the focus inevitably shifts to the man at the center of it all, the husband. His reaction post-crime is a study in contrasts. There's shock, remorse, and a haunting vacancy in his eyes, as if the enormity of his actions has hollowed him out from within. Friends describe him as a man torn apart by love and betrayal, caught in a tempest of emotions that ultimately led to an irreversible act. The initial investigation unearths layers of complexity. Conversations with colleagues who saw him unraveling, text messages that hint at mounting desperation, and financial records that outline a life suddenly thrown off balance. Each discovery adds another dimension to the tragedy, deepening the mystery even as it begins to unravel. This segment captures the stark reality of crime and its immediate consequences, a vivid portrayal of how quickly life can spiral into chaos when passions run unchecked. It's a poignant reminder of the fragility of human relationships and the devastation wrought when trust is broken. Yet, as we look upon this scene, we must also turn our gaze forward. The story doesn't end here. It continues in the minds and hearts of those left behind. Family, friends, and an entire community, trying to make sense of senselessness. Join us as we delve deeper into understanding what drives a person to such extremes in our next segment, unraveling the motive behind this tragic event. In the murky depths of human behavior, what compels someone to cross the line into violence? Today, we delve into the psychological state of a newlywed husband. Imagine a mind spiraling into chaos, where betrayal becomes an unbearable burden. The husband's psychological state was fragile, teetering on the edge. Experts in crime psychology tell us that such emotional upheaval can act as a catalyst, setting off a chain reaction that blurs the lines between reason and rage. But what exactly were the motives that drove him to murder? Was it a desperate attempt to reclaim control over his life, or a misguided quest for justice? Our exploration wouldn't be complete without insights from experts who specialize in understanding these dark corners of the human psyche. It's a chilling reminder that beneath the surface of everyday life, there are hidden currents of psychological tension waiting to be unleashed. As we move forward in our story, let's reflect on these insights. They help us understand not just this crime, but the broader implications of unchecked emotions. In the heart of this quiet community, where everyone knows each other, A storm has erupted, leaving shockwaves that ripple through every street and home. The heinous crime, a newlywed husband taking the life of his wife after uncovering her affairs, has left neighbors reeling, grappling with the tragedy and its implications. Once a haven of safety and camaraderie, the neighborhood now finds itself at the center of a dark narrative. The whispers of disbelief echo in conversations at local gatherings and on doorsteps. As the community struggles to come to terms with the event, it's clear that the impact of this crime extends far beyond the immediate circle of those involved. The loss is not only personal but collective, a reminder of how fragile the veneer of everyday life can be. Neighbors recall the couple as charming and in love, never suspecting the turmoil brewing beneath the surface. Now, interviews with community members reveal a spectrum of emotions: anger, sorrow, and fear. "We never imagined something like this could happen here," says one longtime resident. "It makes you question everything you thought you knew about your neighbors and your community." The broader societal implications are profound. This tragedy forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about trust, betrayal, and the extreme lengths some might go to when pushed beyond their limits. A crime like this doesn't just affect those directly involved, it permeates through the entire social fabric, explains a local sociologist. It shifts perceptions and alters the community dynamic. As we delve deeper into these reflections, we're reminded of the delicate balance between public personas and private lives. The juxtaposition of what we see versus what truly lies beneath surface as a recurring theme. This segment marks a poignant moment of reflection for viewers, inviting them to ponder not just the crime itself, but its enduring impact on human connections. As we transition to the final segment, we invite you to consider the lessons learned from this tragic story. What can we glean about human nature, choices, and their consequences? Stay with us as we explore these moral reflections next. As we reach the conclusion of this harrowing tale, we find ourselves left with more than just the details of a crime. We are faced with profound moral and emotional reflections. What drives a person to the brink of such irreversible actions? The story of betrayal and murder in a seemingly idyllic marriage invites us to ponder deeply. The husband, driven by the devastating discovery of his wife's infidelity, found himself on a path where emotion overshadowed reason. Betrayal, a powerful force, can twist the human psyche, leading to decisions that forever alter lives. This tragic event serves as a stark reminder of the destructive power of secrets and lies. We must consider the emotional toll such betrayals have on individuals. In this case, the husband's world was upended by revelations of his wife's affairs with 3 different men. The emotional turmoil he experienced was not just a personal conflict, but a universal one, echoing the struggles many face when confronted with betrayal. The extreme actions that followed were not just a reaction to personal betrayal, but a reflection of deeper psychological and societal issues. As true crime enthusiasts, we often seek to understand the why behind such acts. But perhaps the greater lesson lies in recognizing the warning signs and understanding the consequences of our choices. This story compels us to reflect on our own lives and relationships, urging us to foster open communication and empathy to prevent such tragedies. In the end, we are left with a thought-provoking statement. What kind of society do we want to build, where secrets breed violence? Let this tragic tale serve as a call to awareness, prompting us to explore the intricacies of human nature and the choices we make. With these reflections, we close this chapter, inviting you to ponder these questions and continue the conversation. As we transition to our final segment, consider how your insights might contribute to a broader understanding of the complexities within human relationships and society at large. As we reach the end of this gripping true crime story, we invite you to step beyond being a passive observer and become an active participant in the conversation. What are your thoughts on this tragic tale of betrayal and irreversible actions? We want to hear from you. Your insights and reflections can add depth to our understanding of these complex human emotions and decisions. If you found this narrative compelling, there's more where it came from. Our channel delves into the intricacies of true crime stories, unraveling the psychological and emotional layers behind each case. By subscribing, you'll ensure you never miss out on our latest content that seeks to explore and understand the darker aspects of human nature. Join our community of true crime enthusiasts who are passionate about uncovering the truth and reflecting on the moral and societal implications of these stories. Your engagement not only enriches our discussions, but also fuels our commitment to bringing you more thought-provoking narratives. Thank you for watching. We hope this story has provided not only insight into the complex dynamics of betrayal and murder, but also a space for reflection and dialogue. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be part of our next investigation into the human psyche. Join us again as we continue to delve deep into stories that challenge our understanding and provoke our thoughts. Until next time, stay curious, stay engaged, and keep questioning the world around us.